I'm really happy for you, Steve.
I suspect that you're lying to me.
It's possible that I could be lying to you. It's definitely, it's on the table.
It is always on the table.
Cha-ching.
I'm hoping for
Cha-ching,
cha-ching.
cha-ching.
Oh, we're on.
Yeah, we're live. We are live, Richard.
Okay, I've got to post it in the groups.
You post that shit. You'd be like Johnny fucking Appleseed.
I'm getting all sorts of fucking indications on my phone that Richard's actually doing what he says he's going to do.
Really?
Richard Allen posted in Bigfooting with Keith and Colin. That's the only indication I got, really.
Richard
I've
Allen
left all the fucking groups
of this show besides myself who gives a fuck about it.
Well, so that's like 2 members out of 3.
And I forgot my headphones. You guys let me forget my fucking headphones. How dare you?
Well, I don't give a fuck about the show, so I wasn't going to remind you about your fucking headphones.
I think you should be responsible for at least something, Steve. That's what I think.
I am. I show up. I'm the talent.
The talent.
Yes.
Is that what you call it?
That's what it is. Oops.
Damn it.
As unclean as it makes
up
me
my whole
feel,
camera.
Chris, I'm going to agree with Steve on this one.
What? That he's the talent?
He's the talent.
All right. You're never allowed on this show again, Richard. I don't care what you've done.
We did an entire Q&A session with the fans on him. He's most definitely the talent. I've never done that with you or Matt or me.
That's right.
Wait a minute. Who decided to do that?
Well, Steve graciously allowed himself to be for that.
But who facilitated that?
Oh,
Come on.
Doesn't matter.
No,
I'm the talent.
shut your fucking mouth. You shut your whole mouth.
It was an idea from Steve Alcorn implemented by Christopher York.
No. Steve had no idea I was going to do it.
Well, he must have telepathically communicated it to you.
Oh, is that how it works?
That's totally how it works.
Well, he is kind of like Kreskin. So, I guess it is possible. Anyhow, this is episode 150 of the Fortean Slip. Welcome to this atrocious shit show that you, the fans, just seem to keep coming back for. We don't know why.
Like a beaten housewife.
Yes.
They're here for me.
Battered
for
and,
the talent.
battered and fucking broken. You people just keep coming back. We were like, why?
Why? What on earth possesses you?
What fucking makes you keep coming back?
Well, we keep making shows, and as long as we put ourselves out there, I mean, people are gonna like it. That's it. That's the whole reason.
That's all we got?
And I'm here.
Oh, you changed it to I'm the talent. You are a jackass.
Oh, you guys have subtitles. I don't have subtitles. That's not cool.
Well,
Get
if
a
you had a
subtitle.
camera. I don't think you can without having a webcam up.
I don't know.
But
It's in the Hangout.
But
tool.
unfortunately, Richard's face can't be seen on the intertubes.
The internet isn't ready for the raw sexual magnetism my face will provoke.
No, I'm having my my tag criticized in the chat room.
Already? Because it says eBay on it, isn't it?
No.
Richard said that.
No, it's not about the eBay shit, Steve. The fans
It's
are
that
with
you
me.
don't care.
The fans are with me on the eBay shit.
No, I don't think they are.
I totally think they are.
I'm not allowed in the chat room anymore, so I don't know what the fans are saying. This will be show number 2 without me being allowed in the chat room.
You can go in the chat room all you want. I've asked you not to because it tends to distract your attention.
Yeah, I was going to say, we both know that you're secretly in the chat room, Steve.
No, actually, I'm not. I could
You're not
do a screen
fooling
share and
anyone.
show you what I'm doing. I'm not in the chat room. I have no idea,
Okay.
but I'm about to because Chris gave me permission.
Steve, you're a grown man. I've asked you not to.
Yeah.
And pardon me for my sniffly fucking nose. I've had a cold for like 2 weeks. If I manage to get through this fucking thing without having a coughing fit, it will be amazing. But so Cary Grant dropped a lot of acid.
Good for him.
You know, of all the people that I would have been like, yeah, that guy dropped some acid, I wouldn't have thought Cary Grant.
Well, he didn't drop it. He didn't drop it. Oh, sorry. He didn't drop it as a drug user. He dropped it because it was basically prescribed to him.
He was using it to get over his mommy issues. Listen, I've gone on some bad acid trips. They can give you mommy issues.
So you're saying that it worked kind of the opposite of the intended.
No. Actually,
or it can work the opposite.
Acid is fairly mind expanding, and I could see how they could use it in that aspect under the right conditions. You know, because they're using all kinds of psychedelics now for treatment of PTSD and depression and things like that, and they're having amazing results. So
okay.
Yeah.
Well, from what I read in that
funny.
article, he did it like he had 100 treatments or over 100 treatments of it. Yeah. From a radiologist. His doctor was a fucking radiologist.
Yeah,
not a psychiatrist.
Dr. Timothy Leary.
In other words, it was kind of quack medicine, I think it was, but you know.
Well, those treatments are being used now, and like I said, they're getting some amazing results from using psychedelics in those fashions. So,
I'm going to guess back then the results weren't based on any scientific evidence. Maybe nowadays, and the dosage is going to be different, but back then. Here, have some acid. Get over your mommy issues.
Yeah,
have some acid from Rexall Drug Company. I wish more people listened to Unexplained Universe.
Listen,
no, I don't think that's ever going to happen.
Okay, let me explain the first problem that you had with Unexplained Universe. Okay.
Maybe we shouldn't go there. Don't do it, Chris.
What?
No, never mind. Go ahead.
Whatever. I'm fully aware of all the problems, but I'm interested in Chris's perspective.
I have 3 words for you. Summer, Akasha, Snape, or whatever the fuck her fucking name was.
I think her name would still be the same, wouldn't it?
Wasn't she always on a phone?
Yep.
So she always called in, and I don't know. I think that was the relative problem of the show. Nothing against her, like personally.
Lack of quality production, unlike this show.
It just was not. Fuck you. This show's fucking production quality has gone to shit. But that's all due to, situations beyond my fucking control. What would you like me to do, Steve? pull this shit out of my ass.
That's pretty much what we do already.
Recording it and not doing it live.
Well, yeah.
No, I like it live.
But I just have to figure out how to add the production to the live show, which is, you know, something I haven't been hot to trot to do because I've got a ton of other shit I'm doing.
You could record all your sound effects and shit on your phone and then just play them into the microphone. That'll work.
Oh, yeah, that's going to be fucking great.
I know, there's people who do it.
Yeah. That's lovely.
Yeah. You can get a third-party software that handles some of that stuff. I have it, but I can't remember. I can't figure out how to use it yet, and I don't remember what it's called. So I'm no help.
You're absolutely no help.
But you can also, like, you know, have yourself up on the screen and have your screen share, but you're up there too, instead of like what Google Hangouts does now, where you're gone, but the screen share is there. So it's pretty cool software, and it's free. So I'll have to share it with you after the show. Maybe you can figure it out.
Yeah, if you've got it, I'll take a look at it. I mean, the way I used to do it is I used to run it through a program that allowed me to run everything like as if it was going through my mic, and that worked out really well.
Right.
Unfortunately, and I could still use it during the live broadcast. I don't have it on this machine.
It's called OBS Studio. I haven't really
OBS.
looked into I haven't looked into everything, but a lot of YouTubers use it now. Because you can do a live Google Hangout like we're doing now, but it gives you more control over the things you can do.
Nice.
So, or a live show, but more control. I don't know if it goes through Google or not. So.
Well, maybe I can start doing that so that we can have our production back, which would be really nice. Since
we got the lower third now, so that kind of looks more professional.
Does it?
It does look duty with your little caption name tags. That's pretty cool.
That makes you all STEMmy, Richard.
It does. It gives me a semi.
Nice.
So if Richard had a camera, he could have one of those too, and he could like promote his blog or.
Listen, let's not go too far. He's chubbing up. I don't want him to get a full erection while he's fucking doing the show. We'd have Richard jacking off. That might not be a good thing.
No, that's probably not a good thing.
It's bad enough he generally does it from his bed with his fucking covers pulled
kind of
mic.
It's kind of weird.
He's got a flashlight. He's like a little kid reading a book after dark.
Well, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. Where else am I supposed to be?
Out hunting with your ferrets. I thought that's what you did.
Not at 3 o'clock in the morning. I would lose my ferrets.
You have no control, Beastmaster.
Put like one of those, you know, those little bracelets that they give kids at Halloween that make their wrist light up. Put one of those on their neck.
Yeah, put those fucking things on them. Make them like a harness. Out of those fucking rave glow-in-the-dark shit.
Yeah.
If I had a week, I couldn't explain everything wrong with that idea.
There's nothing wrong with that idea. It's brilliant.
It's a terrible idea.
Why is it terrible?
Okay, first of all, putting on stuff to ferrets. I mean, I don't know how the fuck they put them little sweaters on for photos and stuff. Because if I tried that, I'd be dead. Second of all,
your ferrets would kill you. They'd mount up a rebellion just because you put sweaters on them.
They would not be happy, Steve.
I can
don't
honestly
think they're actually
say,
going to go as far as killing you.
When my daughter had pet ferrets, that I could never get those harnesses on those little bastards. You'd put them on to try to, you know, take them outside, and the motherfuckers would slip them off every fucking time.
Yeah, it's very difficult.
Why do you guys call sweaters? Why do you guys call sweaters jumpers over there? That's weird.
No, that's not how it works, Steve. We invented the fucking language. Why do you call jumpers sweaters? That's how it works.
That is not how it works. You invented it. We perfected it. We've been over this before.
Nuh-uh. They've done studies, Steve. It's
when you put one of those on. When you put one of those on, do you jump or do you sweat? Point proven.
That's it. Mic drop. Steve is walking away after that bombshell.
I'm just saying. We perfected the language.
If you're sweating when you're putting a jumper on, then something is going tragically wrong.
Oh, they make you warm and fuzzy.
Okay. Right.
I'll tell you what makes me warm and fuzzy.
And they don't make you jump.
It's not a fucking piece of clothing.
No. It's our language.
Where were we?
Okay. You Americans are borrowing it. It is jumper. And why are you calling it sweat?
Whatever. I don't know. Because we're right.
Because you're right. Okay. Your president is Donald J. Trump. That's all I need to say. I'll win.
I think you win. Oh, speaking of which, today I bought a Trump Plaza casino T-shirt. Pretty fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
from the 80s.
Did you?
Yeah.
Did you have to? Did they have to pay you to take it away?
No, actually, I paid with my own money.
Ooh, Steve's a wheeler dealer now.
He's perfecting the art of the deal.
Yeah.
I didn't say I liked the shirt. I just bought it because I know it has some resale value.
Gift of the gab.
Fuck whose shirt it is.
So would it be safe to say, Richard, that you're upset that Donald J. Trump is our president?
I have no strong feelings either way. I'm just going to say he's a reality TV show star, and he's your president. Okay, so I win any argument over whose country is best.
Are you a little bitter about what he said about the mayor?
No. What did he say about the mayor?
I guess he got into a bitch fest with the mayor of London.
Well, he doesn't like Muslims, does he? And the mayor of London is a Muslim, so that was bound to cause some friction.
Yeah, welcome to it. Should be a good time.
I gotta be honest though, this whole fucking all Muslims are the reason things are blowing up argument is starting to get a bit stupid.
Okay.
I mean, we didn't blame all Irish people when the IRA were blowing shit up.
We should have. It's the American way. That's what we do.
Well, the opinions voiced by Steve Alcorn are not necessarily the views of the other hosts
or the Fortean Slip.
I'm just saying, it would have, it would have made us that much more American. That's all.
What, for blaming all Irish people?
Right, we blame people.
Steve thinks all Irish people fucking live in trees and bake cookies.
Is that true, Steve? Are you a closet Irish phobe?
I am actually not an Irophobe.
An Irophobe. Yeah, that works better.
I shortened it because it sounded better.
It does sound better. I'll give you that.
Anywho, I've been on a fucking...
we blame everybody else because we think we have a bigger dick. That's all it is. We blame all Muslims because it makes us look like we have a bigger dick. That's it.
I never
in our minds.
I never went down that road, Steve.
Yeah,
I'm just saying it's that mentality.
Same as last week, you go straight to dicks, Steve, and
it's just hard. It's hard for me to go down that road of logic that you presented, Steve.
It's a big dick contest.
It's Muslims and it's a big dick contest.
We should blame all Irish people because we have a big dick.
Yes.
Right. Well, there we go then.
I'm just saying that's the mentality us Americans have.
Oh, sorry.
That's all. I'm
Chris
not
is-
saying it's right.
Chris is American. He doesn't seem to.
I'm saying in general, we generalize everybody else. That's what I'm saying. That's what we do. So I might as well generalize ourselves.
Okay.
You know, stereotype.
So you're for the wall. So you're for the wall.
Aren't all Americans?
Hmm.
You see? See how that works?
I didn't say I was
Just
for the
lump them
wall.
all together. Well, no, but you're an American, so you have to be. It's the
Mhm.
American thing to do. All right, let's change the subject. I totally fucked that one up. I was trying real hard, but it didn't come out. It didn't work right.
I'm just trying to.
No.
figure out
No. Give him the rope, Richard. Give him the rope. He'll hang himself with it. Just bide your time.
I think I already did.
This is a man that, for the record, stated that a frog, an inanimate frog, jumped across the fucking room. So,
It did.
and you were dropping acid just like Cary Grant.
I do not. Never have, actually.
Steve, did you have mommy issues?
No. None. Zero. Ex-wife issues. Yeah.
Yeah.
She could have pushed me to do some acid, but that didn't happen. So
Where is this woman when I need her?
sympathize.
That's what I gotta say. So Steve, if I decided to take a vacation and
okay.
go for a leisurely drive,
Mm-hmm.
that just happened, and just happened to wind its way to Ohio.
Well, which part of Ohio?
Maybe the part that a jackass who sells shit on eBay lives.
Okay. I'm not sure where you're going with this, but continue.
Oh, I was hoping we could do acid together.
Well, no, we're not going to do any acid.
I really think
we could share.
I think this mind expanding drug could be helpful for you, Steve.
We could share a can of Spam. I mean, that's about as far as I'll go.
I'm telling you, man. I know how this go. This will work. We'll put on some fucking.
When would this?
We'll put on some Jefferson Airplane, some White Rabbit, and down the fucking hole we'll go.
When would this sort of thing occur?
It'll probably be later in the summer.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking anyway.
Make sure it's not on a Saturday unless you want to go yard sailing first. Waldemere.
No, I'm not going.
Why the fuck would I take him to Waldemere? That place sucks.
I'm not.
It's like the smallest
going
amusement park
fucking
ever.
Yard sailing with you. That shit is not happening.
And don't respond to that person, Steve.
Cedar Point would be better. I think.
I thought about maybe if I do, which I'm heavily considering it. Checking out the Snake Mound there. That's in Ohio.
Okay. Somewhere, yeah, sure.
Yeah.
South of me, somewhere.
Yeah. I mean, if I'm on vacation,
we have mounds here too. You know, we have mounds here. I can show them to you. They're a lot less impressive.
Yeah, because they're fucking at the store in a candy wrapper.
No, that's wrong. We have Almond Joys, but
no mounds. It's a mounds free town. You're not allowed. No just coconut covered in chocolate fucking snacks. We can't have these things.
Well, you see, Almond Joys have nuts and mounds don't. So we don't believe in that shit. Give us the nuts.
You got to be all inclusive with your nuts. Is that what you're trying to say? But anywho, yes, I'm seriously considering taking a drive.
Like a real live show. We could do a real live show.
We could do a real live show. Well,
not from here though.
Not from there.
You're not allowed in my. No, it'd be not if you're bringing acid with you. You can't come in my house with that shit.
I didn't say I was bringing acid. I just said that we should do acid.
Well, then I would have to know somebody who has that, and I don't know anybody.
Well,
maybe maybe somebody over in Western New York might do it. So maybe
stop it, Steve.
I think I just figured it out, Richard.
What? How to irritate Richard every episode?
Pretty much.
It doesn't take much. Stop fucking with your microphone, Richard. It's a professional show.
With professional people.
That's right.
I am totally, for the record, against drug use of that nature. So, move on.
In other words, Steve's a pussy. So, yeah, but
yes,
I am considering it fairly heavily. I want to go somewhere on vacation.
Cool.
I'm pretty sure by myself. And I figured if I was heading in that direction, which I think, I'm not sure where my ultimate destination would be. But
well, if you're coming from your area of the country, you will have to pass through my area of the country to get anywhere else in Ohio. It's pretty much. Well, you could go south of here, I suppose, but
right. But no, Richard, I'm not going to Florida.
Why not?
Florida sucks. There's like bugs and shit there.
I've been to Florida Florida on many different occasions. It can be a decent place to visit. But it's not where I want to go this time around. I'm not sure. I'm really not sure where I want to go. I haven't decided
Arkansas.
yet. No.
There's another thing.
The fuck do I want to go to Arkansas for?
I've been there. I've been to Arkansas. It's a nice little state.
But what do I want to go there for?
Why is it Kansas and Arkansas? I've always wondered that.
Listen, I'm not looking to have the Children of the Corn experience.
So do you mean why isn't it pronounced Arkansas?
Yeah, why isn't it? Because when I lived in America and I was learning the states, I called it Arkansas, and nobody had a clue what I was talking about.
Nobody has a clue what you're talking about anytime.
Now.
Well, I've just wondered why it's pronounced differently. Is there a reason?
It's the AR in front of it.
Yes, it changes everything.
Changes everything.
Changes everything.
Changes everything, Richard. You can't understand it. Being British and all. I mean,
they had to pronounce it differently because people would get confused. We are
Richard,
stupid Americans after all.
What do you think of the idea that the British people created their accent so that when they speak the English language, they sound more intelligent, even though they're actually dumber than shit?
What do you think about the theory that Americans are all born out of ancestral relationships?
No, I never thought about that. The only reason I bring it up is because I heard talk of it. This idea that the British accent is designed to make the British people sound smarter.
It depends what part of the country you're from. I mean, if you're from like Kent, you've got a real posh accent, you can sound a lot smarter than you are. But if you're from like Essex or Liverpool, you can be the smartest person in the world and still sound stupid as shit.
Huh.
Mm-hmm. No, I'd heard someone talking about that idea, and I thought I'd run it by you, but in a derogatory way towards you, so you get all pissy.
No. I'm wise to you, Chris. Steve's the one that can get to me.
Yes, Steve crawls right under your skin. He's like that little bug in the X-Files episode in the Antarctica station. Oh, wow. Jesus Christ. So is there any new Bigfoot news that I need to get more of?
No, not really. It's all the
Yes,
same
yes,
shit.
there is.
I swear to God.
I heard some.
There's
No, actually, there is. Yes,
You're serious. This isn't bullshit.
I'm serious, and this isn't joke because I know the guy, and actually he's a pretty young kid out of Ohio. Now I don't know if I'm supposed to even say it on the air. Kid out of Ohio. His name is Mike Fonte. I've actually met him. He's a pretty good kid. He goes Bigfooting for his mom. It's a long story. I won't get into, but he recorded some pretty cool audio. If you've heard it, I don't know if anybody's heard it though.
No, I haven't heard anything about it.
It's like, have you ever heard the Ohio Howls? I'm sure you have. Everybody fucking heard that shit.
Probably have at some point in time, but I don't know exactly.
I think Matt Moneymaker had something to do with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, it's similar to that. It's similar to that, but like way better. So it's pretty cool. Now, I'm not saying it's a Bigfoot, and neither is he, but it was pretty good stuff. So if you're in
didn't
Ohio,
Phil post a video with some sounds in it recently from the Northwest?
Could be, but this is out of Ohio.
Right, I understand that it's
Fork,
out of
actually.
Ohio, but I was bringing up the sounds
I don't
that
watch
he
any of
posted
Phil's
recently.
shit.
Bob.
That's right, Bob. But
Bob.
Hmm?
Bob.
what are you trying to say, Richard? Come, spit it out. Use your words.
It's Bob, not Bub.
Bob.
Ugh. Bugger off.
But anyway, if I'm pretty sure that his audio will be spread around the Bigfoot community pretty quick because it's actually pretty impressive from a kid who I know isn't hoaxing. Now he doesn't claim to know what it is.
Yeah, you didn't think
But
that.
I know.
fucking- you didn't think that the head in the box was a hoax. So,
Yeah, but I never met Norm
Excuse
Glasser.
me.
I met Mike Fonte.
excuse me if I question your judgment.
It always comes back to the head in the box.
It's okay because I went out with this kid a few years back in 2012. Him and a couple other people. My son was with me.
The head in the box.
And we got some pretty impressive audio at that time. And it turned out to be just,
fell for my shit.
it turned out to be nothing, but this audio sounds pretty good. And I know the kid, and I know he's not trying to hoax anything. In fact, he's barely into Bigfoot anymore because, you know, he's a competitive fisherman, you know, one of those guys that fish competitively. So
Well,
anyway, if you get into the Ohio
we
Bigfoot
shall
group,
see.
it's in there and some other places. So
is it on YouTube?
check it out. I think he put it on YouTube. I just found it. It came up on my timeline. That's the only reason I know about it. But it's actually pretty impressive.
Mm-hmm.
So if you find it, I'm sure it'll make its way through the Bigfoot community here in a week or so.
I've yet to hear anything about it, but I don't pay attention to a lot of that shit anymore.
Well, it's a smaller group. It started. He posted it in a smaller group because
You know
he's not.
you know what I did?
He's not big into the Bigfoot shit anymore.
You know what I
so.
did do yesterday, Steve?
What?
I watched me some Ancient Aliens.
Okay.
Some fucking elongated head Ancient Aliens. Old fucking Giorgio Tsoukalos was taking that shit around, having it tested by what's that guy that was on the Bigfoot Bounty show that did the DNA testing?
Todd
Disotel.
Disotel.
Disotel. Yeah, and he was wearing his fucking piece of shit glass Bigfoot pendant.
I have a couple of those.
Yeah, I have one. I think I threw it away.
They're hidden in a drawer somewhere at this point, but my wife doesn't like to look at them.
You're not allowed to. pull them
Understandably.
at all.
I'm allowed to.
Ever.
She just doesn't like to see them.
Oh, come on,
It makes
Steve.
a little bit of sense. We won't go. No. We're stopping that discussion.
I think you should
now.
put them all on, all at the same time. Be like your
I
rapper
do not
blend.
wish. I do not wish to. I do not wish to live in another home
Anyway,
without my wife.
It was Disotel was on this one, and yeah.
So did he confirm that there was like elongated head people?
He confirmed that it was interesting, I guess. They couldn't identify the Y chromosome in the DNA. And he said that it was European, but that it was interesting. And it had like no cranial suture, like the on the top of the head, which like I guess all humans have, whether they've had their head bound or not. We all have this, what is it? They call it the sagittal something. Anyway.
Sagittal crest?
Something like that.
I've heard that said somewhere. I don't know what it is, but it's a crest.
If there's no sagittal crest, it's got to be ancient fucking aliens.
Would it be, like what was it, the Chinese, I think, or the Japanese did the foot binding and made the women's feet real tiny? Mm-hmm. Now, I know some cultures did that with the skull to elongate it.
Right, but
why is that any different than what they're seeing?
Well, because in a human being, a normal human being, when you bind your head like that from a young age to elongate it, you still have that sagittal crest.
And you'll have this cracks in your skull, whatever that's called.
That's what it is, dickhead.
Oh. Okay.
Whatever this fucking thing.
No, a sagittal crest is up here, I think, and it goes pointy.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So why did you bring it up if you don't fucking know?
You expected an informative show. You've tuned into the wrong broadcast. We're the most uninformed bunch of fucks you will ever hear.
By the way,
life.
Richard recently did a Keith and Colin cartoon, and I think, if I'm not mistaken, it had something to do with Mr. Tsoukalos. Blaming everything on aliens. It was funny. That was my favorite one so far.
Thank you, Steve. Yeah, aliens turned up and they were looking to fuck up Giorgio Tsoukalos.
Uh-huh. And you can see this on your blog, right? Because I have the link for that posted.
Yeah, it's on my blog. It's got its own Facebook group now, so go on there. But you can get to that from my blog, so
just wildly popular.
Go to the blog if you want to check out Bigfootin' with. Is it Bigfootin' with Keith and Colin?
Yep.
All right. I didn't want to get it wrong.
So, will there be a follow-up to the Tsoukalos adventures?
No,
I guess a follow-up.
I guess no. I'm guessing no.
I mean, from Keith and Colin. I mean.
Oh.
Maybe.
Are we going to see more Tsoukalos?
Maybe.
Maybe just Tsoukalos' hair.
Yeah, I got into this thing where, you know how TV shows massively over-dramatize little things, reality shows?
Yes.
I got into doing that on the comic strips, and I did 8 of those, so that's going to be coming up.
Nice.
Good stuff. Good fucking stuff.
I like Keith and Colin. I really like it. I'm a big fan of the Chupacabra one. I don't know why. I just really, really like that one. Where he was on the goat and the cold. Oh, yeah, that's true. And it was perfect the way you interpreted my genius.
Another Steve Alcorn original.
Or sub-genius, however you want to look at it.
I see the Chupacabra as a Rodney Dangerfield type character. I think that's where that one's going.
My favorite character is the Loch Ness Monster.
Yeah, because he's looking for a new job or something. Is that what the deal is?
Whole thing, it was my brother's idea to have
What's the Mothman doing?
The Mothman...
being a dick.
Yeah, pretty much. He was... I had him have a sponsorship deal at first, but I really like that, so now he's the fairy's ex-boyfriend and he wants to get back with her.
Uh-huh. This is pretty deep.
Yeah, but it's good shit.
I like the idea of the Loch Ness Monster because when I was a kid, the cryptid I always heard about was the Loch Ness Monster, and now I hardly ever hear about it. So the idea of it as a washed-up former celebrity cryptid really appeals to me.
Are we going to see an appearance of the thylacine at all?
I've tried several times. It's like the Dogman. I put the Dogman in, wasn't really happy with it, and I can't figure out a way to make the thylacine work. So probably not.
I do like the fact that you fixed the fucking unicorn.
Yeah.
Do you think that the dog man would take a shit on one of those puppy pads if they were left outside?
Be a good way of collecting evidence.
Maybe we should be using those in the field.
Maybe we
There
should.
you go. I think there's somebody in the chat room who may just try that.
These are the things that I think about, Steve. I just have questions. That's all.
It's your original approach to cryptozoology that makes you an expert.
I just, I wonder if, like Matt, actually I have to give this one to Matt, that why can't we just make a giant bug zapper for the fucking Mothman? You catch that motherfucker?
Yeah, no, that's a good idea. We should get on that. And that will probably take care of like nocturnal thunderbirds as well.
There are nocturnal thunderbirds? I thought they only came out during the day.
There's all kinds of thunderbirds.
Huh.
There's even thunderbirds that can't fly.
Are you saying that they're thunder owls?
Thunder penguins?
No, they're like ostriches. It's like terror birds, Steve.
Yeah.
Look out. You're going to get fucking...
I like the idea of a giant penguin better than a giant... Ostriches are already big.
Do you think that a giant penguin would be, all snuggly and cuddly? Is that why?
Only to gain your trust, and then... Zap,
and then it would be you.
Zap!
Yeah.
Is that how penguins catch their fish? Zap!
Well, giant thunder penguins do.
Giant thunder penguins zap. Is Bigfoot being blamed for penguins zapping people then?
It could be.
Bigfoot should be blamed for everything. It's
Bigfoot should be blamed for everything.
It's the core of everything that's rotten in the world. Bigfoot.
There should be a list of failed cryptids like giant thunder penguins.
I think you just made that up, Steve. I don't think that's actually a thing.
It isn't, because it's failed. It's a failed cryptid.
I don't think it was ever a cryptid to begin with.
I like how the lizard
is.
man came
All
back,
cryptid
but it was just a fucking guy in a rubber suit, and it was completely obvious that it was.
All a cryptid is something that somebody pulled out their ass in the first place for the most part. So now there are some real cryptids, but... So giant thunder penguins are just as plausible as anything else.
As what else, Steve?
As somebody
As
from the
anything
chat
else.
room telling the truth about their research.
Could be. I don't know.
Just saying. That's the level of credibility.
In the world
All
of
right,
Bigfoot.
so...
Listen, I tapped out with fucking Zorth and the orbs, and I
can't believe you lasted that long.
I tapped the fuck out. I've been watching old fucking Bigfoot movies that are atrocious just so I can giggle my ass off.
Like Ivan Marks and shit like that?
No. I'm talking about like the movies, like the I sent you one that I was watching there. I can't remember what it was.
I didn't pay any attention to what you sent me. I said, "Oh, cool," and then ignored it.
And I started watching another one the other day.
Knew it. I fucking knew you didn't read any of the messages I sent you. You just reply with "Oh, cool," and that's it.
Yeah, his little thumbs up bullshit.
Like
that's the most dismissive response you can give anybody. The thumbs up.
I do that to you on purpose because I know it annoys the fuck out of you.
Yeah, sure.
I figured out how to change it.
I've had discussions with my wife about that. Chris hates the thumbs up. I'm going to give him a thumbs up.
Because
So
Phil
now I
used
do it
to
all the
do
time.
that to me all
You're
the time,
fucking
so I changed his thumbs up icon.
How can you change it?
In the settings and Facebook Messenger thing.
Change it to a fucking middle finger, because that's what it is every time I get it from you. Why don't instead of sending me the thumbs up, just say fuck off. Like, I mean,
I can
just be real about it. You know, I don't want this fake, hey, thumbs up, man. I'm with you. We're all on the same level, man. Thumbs up, it means I care. Well, that's right, dude. Sup, man. Let's all cruise down to the beach and hang down. Fucking jackass. And I'm surprised he didn't say, oh, by the way, the other day I sold a surfboard.
I sold a skateboard, and it had like a Hawaiian theme on it.
Why, Steve? Why, Chris?
It went to Australia.
Could you sell your soul to Satan?
On eBay, probably.
No,
it's been tried.
I literally want Steve to sell his soul to Satan.
What would I gain from that?
I'm waiting for the destructive end where you die.
Yeah, but see, I know
Lord of the Dark.
I know, but see, I know in the end that's what happens. So I don't gain anything. So it's not profitable for me to sell my soul to Satan. You see,
his logic is infallible.
If I didn't know that in the end it was going to be a horrible thing, then I might do it. But because I've seen a lot of movies where people end up, on the short end of the stick, that I'm not going to sell my soul to Satan.
Being a genie would be so fun.
A genie?
It's just like when,
one of the proper.
It's kind of like when you go into a dark house and you hear like footsteps, and then you open the fucking door when you shouldn't open the door. But everybody knows you shouldn't open the door. And
what is
open the door and they die?
Genie.
A lot of the Disney versions, the old ones that give you what you want, but not really.
Like Sinbad.
What?
Sinbad? You going down the fucking goddamn Mandela effect road?
That's the only genie I know of. Proper genie.
Shazam.
Yeah, that was Shaquille O'Neal, first of all.
No, it was Sinbad. Shaquille O'Neal was also a genie.
In the lovely movie Kazam.
I love that film.
Never seen it.
Never seen Kazam?
No.
Why haven't you seen it?
Because.
Yeah, okay, so Space Jam really sucked, but not all basketball movies are bad, okay?
Kazam isn't about... It's about a genie.
Yeah, basketball players in movies. Sorry.
Yeah. And what was wrong with Space Jam?
What was right with it?
I loved that shit. Loved it.
Space Jam was good.
Just because.
In fact,
it's the only reason I loved it.
You can't see him, but I have a stuffed Taz from Space Jam back on that shelf back there. I love Space Jam.
So, Richard, are you a fan of the Dark Crystal?
What's that?
My response.
Are you fucking serious?
That? What is
the
it?
Dark Crystal, the movie from the 80s?
Never seen it.
From the Jim Henson fucking... Oh, God. I can't believe you don't know the Dark fucking Crystal. You have homework now.
Chris, just because you want me to watch something doesn't make it homework.
No, listen, you have homework. This show needs...
If you want to continue on this show, you must do your homework.
Yes, you need to be educated about these things. Now, if you tell me you haven't seen The Labyrinth, I fucking will fly to fucking England and kick you in the balls.
That film with David Bowie?
Yeah.
Yeah, I vaguely remember it.
Where he's parading around with his fucking hog sticking out of those fucking spandex pants. Yeah, that movie. But the Dark Crystal, I can't believe you haven't seen the fucking Dark Crystal.
What about if I read the wiki page? Does that count?
No.
Can you read the wiki page and make it sound like you saw the movie? That would count.
No, he can't.
Okay, I'll do that then.
It's like reading the back cover of the
do it,
book,
Steve.
you know, the synopsis of the book.
No, we're not allowing him to have fucking crib notes. This shit isn't happening. He's gonna sit down and watch the Dark Crystal in all of its fucking joy and beauty.
Do I also have to watch this piece of shit?
No.
Are we doing this review
Good.
next week?
I just listen. I would just like you to watch the film. I think it's just bad that you somehow managed to miss this thing. Like everybody I've pretty much ever talked to about it has said, "Oh yeah, I've seen the Dark Crystal. Great flick."
There's 2 people in this fucking hangout right now who haven't seen it.
Hey.
And that's your entire circle of friends. So who is this everybody?
My entire circle of friends.
That's not true. What about Phil and Matt? Okay.
In my home state.
Just saying.
Jesus, Steve. You're just throwing the low blows tonight.
He is. He's on form.
He's just fucking going for my legs. He fucking wants to just take me down.
On occasion, I have to, give back what you've given to me. Just saying.
On occasion?
Rare occasion.
Fucking happens a lot more than you fucking let on, motherfucker. You with your little fucking thumbs up bullshit.
Chris's crime is insulting you, Steve, but his punishment is having you on the show.
Yeah.
And it was his fucking idea.
I know. And fucking almost 4 years later, we're still doing it.
How are people doing never mind. I'm not supposed to be in the chat. Never mind.
So I really want to announce our fucking big get.
Can we do that?
No.
Well, see, Richard's against it.
I'm against it too.
Because
he has said he'll be on the show, but we just haven't figured out when and where. And I don't want to jinx it.
It's that important?
It doesn't necessarily jinx it.
Well, okay. If you want to announce the big guest, you have my blessing.
Well, I just.
But what if the big guest hears the show and then decides not to because we announced it?
He's listened to the show and said he was fine with coming on the show. Correct?
Yes, he has said that.
Oddly enough.
Hey.
I sent him one of the good ones. Oh, not one of the bad ones.
Which? Well, yeah.
It was the Bigfoot portal one.
I thought that was one of the bad ones, to be honest.
I sent him the thylacine one from last week.
Oh, you did?
Okay. Is that what changed his mind, or is that what put him over the edge? The thylacine one?
It was one of our best episodes between us 3. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, Sir Richard, who claims his title again this evening, I knight thee again, sir.
Thanks.
Took it upon himself to contact the one and the only Mick West.
The Mick West?
The Mick West.
A Mick West.
It may not be the Mick West.
Wait, are you saying right now that somebody got you Mick West?
Somebody actually got me fucking Mick West, and I'm stoked. Like I've wanted, like seriously, I've wanted to talk to the guy. He runs Metabunk, which is a fairly big website that deals mostly with flat Earth and chemtrails. I thought he did some other shit on there too, Richard.
There is a lot of stuff on the metabunk.org website, forum, chemtrails, government conspiracies, general anti-Illuminati, anti-New World Order stuff.
Yeah.
So wait, Mick West goes from doing Joe Rogan to doing this show?
Yeah.
It's a bit of
jumping a shark or something.
It's a bit of a fucking drop off, isn't it?
It's a bit of a step down, yeah. But
hey, he's a genuine skeptic, but I like his take on things, and if anybody wants to check out Mick West, who's listening to the show, he just recently did the Joe Rogan Experience, and I thought it was a great episode. They pretty much talked about flat Earth the entire time.
I might have to actually go and find out who Mick West actually is, so that I kind of know what I'm talking about.
Listen to that show. I think it's like 2 hours or something like that. It's a great episode. But yes, Richard has spoken to the Mick West. We will have him at an undisclosed date and time. I'll try to keep everybody informed ahead of time because we're going to have to plan it out with him to begin with. And we're kind of at the mercy of his schedule, which I'm fine with, as long as we can work it out, you know. Times, at least most of us could be here. Steve doesn't really do anything anymore.
I do. I do a lot of things,
so he should be able to make it. But unfortunately,
if you get Mick West, which we've secured Mick West, as far as Richard's saying, so I will be here for a Mick West show.
Okay. You heard it here first, people. So when he misses the show, I would like you all to email him big cock pictures, all shapes, well, big, and any race. And I'm pretty sure if you go to previous episodes, you can find Steve's email. He's stated it on air many times. I won't throw it out there. We'll make this fun. But yes, we should be having Mick West. I'm stoked. I'd really like to talk to the guy. And yeah, we made it through yet another episode, gentlemen.
What does that do to the end of our show?
Any final thoughts, Steve? Well, listen, it's like I told you the other day, it's the longest running gag that fucking paid off.
It's like, wasn't it like Conan? Was it Conan? No, I think it was Jimmy Kimmel, who used to say Matt Damon was going to be on the show every fucking week, and then like they ran out of time. Who was that? It's the same
Jimmy Kimmel.
Jimmy Kimmel, yeah. And then he finally had him. See, it's the same kind of joke.
They've been having a long running gag between the two of them. So. And then, like, what? Ben Affleck fucking smuggled him in a big fucking bodysuit or some shit onto the show.
I don't know. I just remember it was a joke.
Any final thoughts by either one of you?
Somebody got you Mick West. I mean, what more do we need?
And that's that.
Yeah. So we're going to have Mick fucking West. This has been episode 150 of the Fortean Slip. If you like this shit, hit the little thumbs up button. If you don't, hit the little thumbs up down button.
Wait, you said you didn't like thumbs up.
What?
And now you're telling people to do it.
I don't like him in
Make
my
thumbs
fucking.
up.
I don't like him in my text messages, you jackass. check out the forteanslip.com and the forteanslip.blogspot.com. Check out Richard's blog. The link is below the show, so you can check out his cartoon, Bigfooting with Keith and Colin. And check out Matt Knapp at youtube.com/bigfootcrossroads. I believe they're putting together a show tonight, but I don't know when he releases them. And check out Dred Funn at dredfunn.com and youtube.com/Dred Funn. We will let you know when we're going to be having Mick West. Have a wonderful week. See ya!